Hello, friends. This is a story about chi, a life energy that all living things have. Before we begin, I'd like you to take a moment to appreciate the chi around you. Feel how it flows through you and everything. Once upon a time, there lived a rabbit in a beautiful forest full of purple flowers. All creatures from miles around would come to see the flowers every spring. But one year, a terrible forest fire happened. The purple flower forest lost its light and its heart closed. One day, a little sparrow flew away and asked Rabbit to lead him to the purple flower hill. Even though he couldn't see the way, Rabbit still remembered every tree, every slope, and agreed. On their way up, Sparrow taught Rabbit to feel with his ears, with his scent, with each other's heartbeats. And when they reached the top of the hill, blind Rabbit, for the first time in a long time, felt seeing again, not with his eyes, but with love. Little Sparrow said, "You don't need to see the way, just believe that I'm flying near you." After a while, blind Rabbit said, "I'm seeing." With a feeling that I forgot I had. When they neared the burned forest, Sparrow chirped, "Do you see anything?" "Only darkness," said Rabbit sadly. "Close your eyes." "My friend," said Little Sparrow, "and listen to the sound of the birds. Can't you hear them singing?" Rabbit hesitated, then closed his eyes. At first he heard only crackling and snapping. Then as he focused, he began to hear the birds singing. Little Sparrow continued, "Can you feel the warmth of the sun on your fur, the wind in your ears? Can you smell the flowers and the sweet air?" "Yes, yes," whispered Rabbit, overwhelmed with emotion. "It's all so beautiful." Then they walked in silence for a while. It was the most peaceful walk Rabbit had ever taken. He felt as if he were flying through the forest, not touching the ground with his paws. At last, they reached the edge of the burnt forest. And there, in the distance, beyond the blackened trees, Rabbit saw the most beautiful flowers he had ever seen. They were small and delicate, yet so vibrant in color, glowing with an inner light. And as he stood there gazing at the flowers, he heard Little Sparrow say, "This is what it means to see with your heart, to feel with your whole being. This is what it means to be alive." Friends, this story teaches us that even when we lose our sight, we can still see with our hearts. We can still feel the beauty of the world around us if we open ourselves to it. All we need is a little help. From our friends to guide us. Thank you for listening. May you always walk with love in your heart and light in your soul. Not everyone who comes to us stays, but those who dare to stay in the darkness are the ones who help us see the light. Again, the VBK Lab.